Hello lovelies, and welcome to Divine Goddess Tarot. My name is Jessica, and today I'm really excited because this is my first pick a card reading, and the theme will be love, all things love, twin flames, karmic relationships, committed relationships, and even broken hearts. So all these messages are for you if you are part of one of those categories. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce the decks so we can see which energies are here and which ones you are drawn to. Hello lovelies, and welcome to Pick a Card reading. On the left, this is the blue apatite, and this is for group number 1. Number 2 is the amethyst. Group number 3 is the citrine, and 4 is the calcite, the yellow calcite. So whatever one you are drawn to, or 2, or 3, or all of them, there is a message for you. So I'll see you on the timestamp. Hello group 1, and welcome to your love reading. So let's go ahead and get started with the Gaia deck and see what the energies are for you, the connection, as well as the other person. I'm going to do the feminine, the connection in the middle, and then the masculine on my right. Just for clarification for a little bit of the energies. Now you can identify with both energies because we are, of course, both masculine and feminine properties. And with twin flame, it is definitely something to tap back into. So this is the Zen garden for inner sanctuary. So I'm going to put that one for the union energy. Because definitely your connection is always at Zen, if this is your twin flame. And so we always want to look at that and see where we're going with that and what the goal is. Moonlight, travel, romance, and potential. So I'm actually feeling that with the moon on a feminine side. After all, it's Luna, right? Oops, no, too many. Probably in that little bunch of cards right there. That's the one. Tree of life. Fertility, creativity, destiny, and magical blessings. So I love this. We're going to clarify with tarot a little bit, but to go back to what I was saying before with feminine and masculine energies, and then the union energy, if this is your twin flame. This is your higher selves. So if you believe more in soulmates or any of that definition, the message is that your higher selves, the goal is that Zen garden, that beautiful energy of knowing that you are worthy, you are connected, you are enough. And so let's go ahead and define these energies with tarot to get a bigger picture on the message. All right, so I'm actually feeling like on the feminine energy that this is a third party thing. And you can, of course, swap those of whatever those mean to you and your situation. This is never fun. And for some reason, it is on the feminine. And it could be, if you've been hurt before, if you reside in your feminine and this is, you're feeling like a junior, like, no, I didn't do that, but I've been cheated on. This could be you bringing this into this next relationship or for something for you to heal. So we'll go further. So 3 of Cups in reverse. Connection. Give me cards. That one right there. So the Devil. So there's an ending of a cycle that's going on, or a breaking of free of something. So this relationship, whatever it is. So I like to think of these energies being, I'm feeling that these are your higher selves, even if this is a karmic thing. The moon. Let's see, this top one for sure. All right, 8 of Pentacles. We've got the 9 of Wands, the masculine energy. We've got the 10 of Wands, 6 of Swords, and 2 of Cups. Okay, and one more. Let's do clarification for the 3 of Swords. Right there. All right, the Hierophant. There, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so We've got the Lovers here. Beautiful energy of either what's coming or the cups that have matched. Like if this is an ending of this situation, there is an offering of equal love coming. So it's either this is something that you and this connection get to have. It's beautiful. Now remember, even if you're with someone right now that's not supposed to be here forever, your higher selves are in partnership and contract to assist each other in the growth that's deserved for even the next relationship. So whatever this is, if this is your past or your current experience with this person, if there is a third party, it is something that is deserving of healing. And when you do that, I'm hearing that your cups are going to overflow. This is something that is, you're going to have the offerings, but you've got to clear this energy out of the way. And I'm seeing that it's the feminine energy that's carrying these wounds. And as soon as she does learn to heal that, then she can get past this ability to feel stuck and let the feelings of new offerings come in. Masculine energy is definitely, there's been a lot there. I feel like masculine energy is going through, as the feminine energy rises, the masculine energy is doing the same thing, of really tapping into feelings, moving into the softer, stronger parts of themselves that allow themselves to really feel. And when we do that, that's moving into calmer waters. That's moving into emotional stability, is when we are able to face our emotions and the way we feel and be honest and truthful and not be hiding how we feel. And men have, or masculine energy has, we're just going through millennia of men not being able to be emotional, feeling, compassionate. That soft side has not been able to shine through, and that's the beauty of love, is that it really is the platform for us to get vulnerable and to assist in healing ourselves and each other. And when we do that, we have a full cup to offer another person, is to get really, really big and clear and connected with our own healing, so we have a full cup. Because if we are empty and we are wounded, we don't have a full cup to offer the other person. And it's no different. Women have a tendency of being a lot of emotion because we're tapped into that. We were always in ways free, the majority were free to express feelings even from a small age. Now, to the point that it's almost become sometimes toxic. Our feelings are ours, and sometimes we have to learn how to heal ourselves and not put it on other people to heal. And so what I'm seeing with that, with this being in reverse, of the Three of Cups in reverse, is that this is getting all of this heartbreak and the inability to have emotional balance. I'm feeling with the moonlight and the water. Got a lot of water energy here, a lot of emotion. And so it's time to get really clear on being able to let emotion not only run through us, but heal ourselves so that we also have a full cup. I'm just really hearing it's time for everyone to heal their stuff and fill their cup so that they have something to offer. And when they do, energetically, it'll come back and it will be there to match. I'm seeing that when we do remove that Three of Swords energy and heal that part of ourselves in our life, or fear of that, then we've got the Knight of Wands rushing in. That's a lot of passion and romance coming our way. But we've got to free and open that aspect of ourselves. And how we do that. So you've got the Hierophant here. This is sometimes our old belief systems. It could be religious belief systems. It could be government. It could be a lot of ways of in which how we're supported and how we're raised. And so sometimes this might be taken a look at and have some either faith in some things, or get away from things that really just don't serve us anymore. The Zen Garden, for that connection energy, it's still, you've got the moon here, which are things hidden. So it's time for you to really tap into your intuition and have faith that the sun is going to rise another day and you'll have more light on the subject. Perhaps this relationship is something that will end. Perhaps it's a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And if you feel like that there's some toxic aspects of this, this could be your karmic tie to this person. But it's time to release yourself of it, or release yourself of ways of being that just don't work. With the Eight of Pentacles here, I'm seeing that there's been a lot of hard work on both energies, and this is good. And so to keep going, I mean, this is encouraging. This is something that, you know, it takes work. It takes work. You know, great relationships don't just happen, they're made. And so that's what I'm hearing, no matter if this person is for you or not. This is something that it doesn't matter. If you put in the work, you're vulnerable, you're doing what you're supposed to do in relationship with communication, all those things, and it still falls apart. There's that knowing that it was that beautiful lesson. There's the encouragement of the Zen garden, of knowing that this was a part of your journey for a reason. And so look at that very clearly and have faith that whatever happens is part of the experience. The masculine, there's a lot of heavy energy here. It's burdensome. There's some stuff for the masculine to he's either got to heal it, he's got to take and get really clear with those emotions and how he feels and heal some aspects of it before he can have this Two of Cups energy. But it's coming, it's there for him, the offerings are there, but it's definitely moving away from this energy. I mean, you've got the Nine of Wands here, and he's just feeling beat up. And so a lot of love and compassion here. Like I said, it's one of those things where love and compassion starts with ourselves first, and then we can move forward into giving that to another. That's how we fill our own cup, is we give ourselves the ability to heal, to love ourselves. This is something that I'm feeling that the Three of Swords could also be a potential actual Three of Swords situation. So if you are feeling like, oh no, I've been having that gut feeling for a while, I would say with the Devil energy that this is here, I would say that you get to follow your intuition, because going along with that Zen garden and the moon, we've got intuition. Go into your intuition. Your intuition, your natural knowing has your answers. So if you've picked this reading and you're in a sticky situation and you're not sure, I'm never here to give you your answers, because you have your answers. But a lot of times we hear the answers over and over and over, and then one day we believe them. So keep going to that intuition, because that is the place that you find all your answers. All of us beautiful souls are in partnership of shining light on the path so that we can get clear with them and learn to trust ourselves. So I love this. Keep tapping into that blue calcite energy. It's really a third eye opener, and I'm seeing lots of aura healing with this one, and just what the energy is putting off. And so I'm just seeing a lot of green. So just keep going with that. Feel into it. Go pick up yourself a blue calcite, and have a wonderful day. I hope this helps. Bye. Hi Group 2, and welcome to your love reading. So I'm really excited. This is a beautiful energy of the amethyst. It is so healing. It is so connecting to past life experiences, as well as opening that third eye for us to have clarity and seeing. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the Gaia Oracle deck. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap into your energy, or and you decide whether that is feminine or masculine, and then the connected energy. So let's go ahead and get started on that. And I'm gonna put, because this is my feminine side and this is my masculine side, I'm in for clarity, and you will know which side resonates with you, so be aware of that. So on this side of the table, I will be using the feminine energy, the connected energy, and the masculine energy, and then we'll clarify with tarot. So right there, so I'm feeling that. So ocean of eternal love. So actually that one goes right in the middle. That one's going to be the energy of the union. And let's see, keep going. And now let's ask for masculine and feminine energy. Purification, fire. And I'm feeling that this one is the feminine energy. Lots of fours here. We've got 14 and 44. So this one is purification, fire, bare essentials, the naked truth, and wholeness. So, and now with energies, just for clarification, we all have masculine and of course feminine energies. So, and each relationship, one person pitches in a different way. And so there's always that, in order to have sexual polarity, we have got to have that pretty distinct opposition in its own way. So if we've got two very masculine, it dilutes that sexual polarity. So keep that in mind. And sometimes when we go through different phases of our life, we go in and out of those energies, and sometimes we can dilute our partners. So to be very clear on knowing how to sometimes show up in relationship depends on where we see our partner and what they need. So it's like taking turns being the rock or the wave. So right there. Yes, winter's end, regeneration, rebirth, and positive outcome. So I love this. This is going to be the masculine energy. And then now let's go ahead and define it a little bit more with tarot and get a clearer picture of what the messages are for this beautiful union. Or it could be the end. I'm seeing a lot of beauty here. Being that this is past life, I'm having a feeling that this is someone that you have, perhaps it could be a twin flame connection or a karmic connection, to where that this is something that is repeated and very deep. So 4 swords in reverse. Right there. And we've got 9 of swords. So on the feminine energy in reverse, this is something that, and I'm really thinking I'm going to make sure, okay, yes, so these are actually upright. My deck is upside down. So there's some energy on the feminine as far as going within, being up all night. There's some discord here. And let's look at, keep going, and then we'll clarify those a little bit more too. So the Ace of Wands. So there is a spark of something. I'm feeling that in the bond. Right there, 9 of Cups. Right, this one. All right, so 8 of Wands. So there's communication coming in fast with something new, a spark of something new. Now this could be a new relationship, or it could be an existing one that's just perhaps gone through some stuff. We are in the shadow of Mercury retrograde right now. And so this also could be a relationship coming back. This could be somebody from our past coming back and trying to spark again something new. And so, and this one's popping out. So I am feeling the Hangman on the masculine side of the energy. Now this can symbolize both you yourself or the other person. You'll know what that is and where that resonates with you. It's not in stone. Tarot is something that, you know, if you're drawn to this reading, there's for a reason, and it could be just one little message. It may not be the entire theme. It could be just one morsel of that gem, that pearl that is for you to take into your life. So, and you'll know. Okay, so yes. So we've got the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands, and then the 5 of Swords. So there's been a lot of conflict here, and I'm gonna do, let's do some more clarification. Oh, right there. Yes, Nine of Wands in reverse. This has been, I'm really feeling that this is a relationship that is coming back, or there's been a lot of turmoil. You perhaps are going to be seeing this from a new perspective with the Hangman here. This is something that is definitely, you're going to look at something different. There's a lot of consideration to this. If I'm really feeling twin flame here, when you've got a lot of 4s, it breaks it down to 11s, and with that comes a lot of roller coaster experiences. Twin flame is a beautiful journey, but it is rough at the beginning of each other's awakening, moving into consciousness, self-awareness, work, because this is all about the journey of pushing each other to your own greatness, your own divinity. And when we do that of our own balance, then when we take balance of ourselves, then we energetically assist each other in leveling up, if you will. And so I'm seeing there's just so much here, especially on the masculine end, and it could be that masculine was the runner. I'm seeing a lot of walking away. This could be a very yo-yo thing. Now, this could also symbolize your own personal love. So if you are with a karmic partner, it may have also the appearance of love, even though it doesn't sparkle back at it. If it's toxic in any way, that's where this amethyst comes in and says, this is letting go of things that are addictions, toxic relationships. It's no longer working. So what you truly want is this theme. You want the theme of an ocean of eternal love. Yes, twin flames can keep walking away, but the realization is that they don't. A real twin flame goes, how do we fix this? Where do we go? How do we do this better? How do I learn and do it better myself? How do I heal within myself so we can heal the union? And that's something that is really important to see. A lot of people get really confused with karmic relationships. They're very purposeful, but there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things that are just no good. It's also a mindset of being left out and in the cold, of not knowing. And that being blinded can really get in our way of that. And I'm really hearing that masculine to really say, look, pause and take a look at this before you move back into it or you move forward with it. So there's just in this relationship, I mean, we've got the Nine of Swords here. This is a lot of energy of feeling really saddened and depleted, and a lot of sleepless nights. And then we've got the Nine of Wands in reverse. So we're going from feeling beat up to finally starting to have, I feel, some light on this. When you see the moon here, you've got some moonlight. You can't see everything, so you feel a little bit like you're in the dark. And so the moon is here to also assure you that the sun is shining, the sun is coming up. When you look at this one right here, and this could be a cautionary. I love this card because, well, there's a light aspect to this card of the Five of Wands. Even though they're all fighting with sticks. So it's not like you can't really hurt someone with a stick, but I feel like they're learning how to fight. And in a real loving relationship, if this is your person and you guys are really beating each other up, and I say that in a figurative way, the relationship has been really tough. What I have found in my relationship is that the talent of learning how to fight is exceptionally powerful and important. The illusion is that we're never going to fight in a relationship, and that's just not true. What we do have the opportunity of doing is learning how to fight so we can be firm on a subject but soft on the person, so we don't damage the relationship or cause a wall to be put up. So I'm hearing here with this ability to not go into toxic behaviors of fighting. I love the Gottsman Institute for couples and relationships who go into, they call it the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse of relationships and their doom. And I inspire you to look that up. And if those are in the relationship and not changed, then you have something like a 90% chance of it not working out. It's really big. So we've got to learn how to fight so we don't damage each other, but still be able to stand in our own voice and our own boundaries and our own ability to be who we are, even if it differs from our partner. Because we're not going to be the same as our partners. We were raised from different, sometimes cultures, religious backgrounds. We're raised with different people. But the one thing you do have in common is this desire, that eternal love. And you found it yourself to each other. So there's something there. And for some of you that you know that this is love, you just don't know how to get out of this cycle. So it's time to educate yourself. It's time to go into therapy. It's time to find a good marriage counselor. And it doesn't matter if you're married or not. Every couple deserves to have a therapist in their back pocket for when they reach a point where that they are at an impasse. They can't agree. They can't disagree. They feel like that this is a spot where they can't get past. Then you go into therapy. And you go for a couple of sessions to have the therapist assist you in working it out. And it's really beautiful. It's hard sometimes, and sometimes it's about going in and seeing aspects of yourself that don't work in relationship, and you got to change that. And that's essential. You want that because you're just going to carry it into the next relationship if you don't. So I'm seeing there's a lot of stuff here, but there's a lot of love here. It's just somebody's stuck. And this 9 of Cups is sitting here fat and happy, like, you've got this, just keep going. And so it's about that time of really reflecting on the beauty that you have and then moving forward with it. And I'm really just seeing that this could be, you know, a cycle of those first few years are really rough. And the first year should be pretty blissfully to a degree because it's that limerence, that newness. But even when you get to around 3 and 4 years and 5 is when the true tests really come in, because it's forcing you to really grow up. And so there can be a lot of turmoil, and I'm seeing that with here. But there's this. That Ace of Wands is that spark. You've got the spark. There's a lot of fire energy here with these 2 cards. I mean, this is time to come back to the passion and the love and remember what you have and what you're fighting for. Okay, it's us against the problem, not us against each other, right? So I'm really seeing that. It's 5 of Swords here is really a message of laying down arms. Kind of there is some walking away, but maybe it's walking away from what isn't working and deriving a plan that does work. Like I said, therapy, or listening to an audible book together on relationships and how to move past some things. It's time to stop playing games and really put your best foot forward into creating the thing you want, and that is love. And it is scary. Love is scary because it's so vulnerable. But it's the place with which we grow the most. So there's a lot here. You guys are with this 9 of Wands being in reverse. Yes, it's upside down. This is coming out of there's hope. When I'm seeing this down here, and it feels at the end, it's feeling like you guys are coming out of a place of feeling so beat up, and now it's time to really move into this energy, which is the 9 of Cups, and to step into a different perspective with the Hangman and really look at the situation with new eyes. If this is twin flame and you guys have had that, you're not in union and they're wanting to come back, or you are, or there's this momentum, it's really time to really look at it with new eyes and not rush into things that without a different plan, a new communication of going, okay, well, this is what has happened in the past. How do we avoid that? Well, the best way to avoid that is to not do the same thing over again and expect a different result, right? That's the definition of insanity. So it's time to look at things differently, really communicate, and work together with this beautiful energy of knowing that there's some things to heal. Take it nice and slow. Like I said, Mercury is in its shadow right now, so a lot of things may be coming back. Be very aware, and you've got your answers. So go within, and if you feel like you don't, it's time to go back to the Four Swords of going within, taking time before you step in, okay? So that's what I'm hearing for you in your reading today, Group 2. So I hope that this has served you, and if there's any other ones that stuck out to you as far as the pick a card, please go to them, because it is very important to get, sometimes we're not just one card, we are many of them or all of them. There's a message in there for all of us. So thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Hi, group number 3, and welcome to your love reading. So let's go ahead and get started with the Gaia deck. I'm going to pick up the energies from the connection of whoever that you are interested in or you are in a relationship with. This could be a twin flame reading. This could be just a reading of love, whatever your belief system is regarding that. Also, it could be heartbreak. So if you picked this reading, there's definitely a message here for you. And with that said, you have picked the citrine, and I love the citrine because it's very connected to our first chakra, our root chakra, which is also connected to sexuality and clarity and grounding. And so let's see what energy that crystal has set for us today. For the message, and we're gonna start. Let's see, the ocean of eternal love. Okay, so that one for this reading is going to be for the connection, and this one, night wind, facing fear, subconscious release, and healing. I'm going to put that on the masculine side. So I'm on this, my right hand side is going to be the masculine energy, and then on the left will be the feminine. Now, as we know, masculine and feminine energies reside in us all. So this could be something that you are working on within yourself, in your higher self. And this one is the yin and the yang. And I love this because it's got a beautiful monarch butterfly. I'm feeling like there's some transformation going on with the feminine. And so with this, if you are feeling like this is something for the potential, that to tap into these energies, and this is your higher self. This could be your connection. This could be kind of that trinity of all energies, both of your higher selves, and all of this in connection. So we're going to tap into tarot to get a further look at the energies and the message this beautiful reading, and go from there. All right, here's for the feminine. So we've got the Five of Cups, we've got the Page of Cups, a lot of emotion on the feminine side. Got that on the other reading as well. And one more, Two of Pentacles. Okay. So I'm definitely seeing a decision that is being made on the feminine side. And with her third eye having a yin and yang symbol, I'm really feeling that there's a calling into balance here of all the energies, even the masculine. So tap into that direction and grounding. All right, so this is the Eight of Cups for feeling for the connection. Now, keep in mind, too many, that the connection is your higher selves. I really like to focus on that. It doesn't mean that, everyone is completely pure in their higher selves. We're all here to have this beautiful experience of contrast so that we may grow and learn. So Page of Wands, so delivering of a message is coming in Tower. So this might be something that it's either an old way of being that isn't going to work, or this connection is not meant to be. All right. So we've got a few, so bear with me. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. We've got the Two of Wands. We've got the High Priestess, Knight of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So I'm feeling like this masculine energy is a little bit of night wind, something that's moving and it's kind of in and out, and I'm not really seeing, like, this is Knight of Swords, okay? So we've got this energy that's very able to communicate. It comes in fast, and I'm kind of feeling like it kind of duds out, like the night wind is what I'm hearing. Is this connection is, it comes in strong and then it fizzles, comes in strong and then it fizzles. And that's definitely, I'm feeling with this Two of Wands, there's a choice, and that's where that hot and cold comes in. There's not a consistency of knowing. And of course, remember, everyone's journey is never wrong. It just is a part of the learning experience. So when something comes into our realm of our universe, it's the universe showing us, is this it? Or it's asking the question, is this it? Is this it? And it's up to us to go, no, that's not what I want. Or maybe, and give it a try. And when it really doesn't align with the love that we really see for ourselves, then, and we keep going along with it, then the universe definitely, it interjects and then creates a tower moment for us. So when we don't put a stop to things that aren't love or aren't working for us, they end anyway, right? And so the connection, all of our higher selves, we want that ocean of eternal love. This is something that we're all working towards, of having connection, partnership, and the ability to be the creators of our life and have that healing that is deserved so that we can have healthy relationships. I'm not seeing it in this connection. I'm not seeing that there's going to be that energy that the feminine is wanting. There's a surprise in this little cup here, that perhaps the feminine, I'm seeing her eyes are closed with this. Maybe something she's not looking at, something she's not wanting to see. And so I'm really feeling the energy that with the Five of Cups here, there's walking away. And if she doesn't do it, he is already doing it in his own way, but is allowed to come back and forth. And oh, that's always hard. It's never fun. And she is in the same amount of the ability to have choices. Like, you've got the Two of Wands here. So this is choice. This is choice. You have a choice to allow this or not, wherever you fit in on what energies are most predominant for you. There's a lot of mirroring going on here, because that's really all we are to each other. Is this what you want? And so with that, I would have to say that it's time for wherever you fit on this. If you are the masculine energy and you're wishy and you're washy, and you've got, it's like that's the moment for you to really stand and go, instead of ghosting, instead of taking an easy way out of just disappearing, perhaps it would be a very courageous thing to do, is to say, this isn't working for me. Same thing with the feminine. This isn't working for me, and that's okay. Thank you for the experience, and move on and communicate that. You know, we live in a society that we don't want to hurt each other, but we inevitably do by not giving feedback. And if there is something going on, like that isn't working for you, instead of telling them they're wrong, it's more like, yeah, this doesn't work for me, and to be able to express that, and maybe that's feedback for them. I just really see that there is this Eight of Cups here. This is what the goal is. We want some beauty and some offerings, and oh, I'll show that to you. I'll probably flash that too short. We want a lot of cups. We want a lot of things full, and there's nothing wrong with that. And if it doesn't sparkle back the way we want it to, it's having the wisdom to go, no, this isn't it, and that's okay. And we always accept the love we think we deserve, so keep that in mind. And no, every love is perfect in its own imperfect way. It shows us. I know a lot of times we get into relationships and we just seem to see their flaws, but the reality of it is that we always attract alike in a lot of ways. And so we get to see these relationships that show up for us and go, what am I learning from this? How am I like that person? And then reassess how and what the cost is to be in relationship with us. What does it cost to be in relationship with me? And then see how that you can make changes. And that's what the beauty of what love does. Love is the ultimate human growing machine. It is the thing that pushes us to either a purpose or to a higher aspect of ourselves. And I love this, but it's time to open our eyes and really see what's there, and either make a choice or the universe will have a tower moment for us. So I hope this helped you today to check in with yourself, see the messages, go to your natural knowing. You've got your answers. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, group number 4, and welcome to your reading. So I love this because you have picked the yellow calcite, which has amazing healing capabilities. In fact, it's been used for ancients, for talisman and healing rituals, because it has such a way to heal the body and mind as well. It also assists in memory and all the things that assist us in moving forward in our life. And I love that it's yellow. It really makes me feel that we're also really connecting to that sacral chakra of family and friends, and with the yummy buttery look of this one just reminds me of connectedness and togetherness. And with being number 4, this could be a twin flame reading, this could be a karmic reading, it could be a broken heart. So just keep that in mind. We'll see what messages are coming forward. I am going to do one for this one's Gaia, wisdom, knowledge, spiritual understanding. I'm feeling that is on the feminine side. And then we're going to do the connection as well as the masculine energy. And you will know where you fit into that. Boy, we are just getting tons of the moonlight energy. And actually, that is going to go for the masculine side. So there's some things unseen for that aspect. So we've got the earth and the moon, very interesting. So intuitive communication, silent whispers of the heart. All right, so yeah, that's the connection with your higher selves, of what perhaps the goal could be for either to be in union or the goal to be of the lesson learned, is what I'm hearing. So let's see what messages come through tarot, so we can further identify what's coming in for group number 4 right there. So we've got the King of Swords. So we've got some really good communication coming from the feminine, or is being encouraged to do. This one, 2 of Cups, beautiful. So I'm really seeing that there's full cups to be offered. Death, So there's an ending of a way of being or an ending of a relationship. And we've got the King of Wands. So lots of King energy, solid energy on the feminine side. For communication as well as foresight, right there. So this is for, actually I'm feeling that one is for the masculine side. And he's getting the Queen of Wands as well as the Two of Wands. So it's already feeling like there's some balance that's happening with this, these two couples. They're both really balanced in their feminine and their masculine. The communication for the energy of them is that's good. You want good communication with a person. There is a Tower moment coming on. It's an ending of a way of being. Perhaps the shadowy aspect, the mystery, maybe that's coming to an end. Yeah, so there's definitely some walking away of something. So we'll further tap into that. All right, so messages for the union right there. All right, yes. So we've got the Eight of Cups. There's definitely some walking away. So what I'm seeing here is that with the moonlight, there's some things that are unseen with this connection. There's definitely, I feel like these are two really solid people. They really have an equal offering with each other as far as some full cups here. They both have gotten on both sides an ending, and I'm not sure if this is the ending of a relationship, or there's healing and there's new beginning, or they are perhaps in a relationship and they are walking away from something that isn't working anymore, or eventually. If this is a person that you are not quite in relationship with but looking at, but there is some things here that are definitely encouraging you to, as far as the feminine side, really gain wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual understanding, so that you can really be solid in how you not only present life and go through life. Get that Death card is really, this is so important. Death of things are essential. It's the cycle of life. We must let go of things that are not working for us, things that are not sparkling back the same energy of love. And when we do that, we create the space for love to come in. And the universe is, like I've said in other readings, the universe is always asking the question, is this it? Is this it? Is this it? And we get the opportunity to decide if that's what we want. The Queen of Wands being here on the masculine side, I'm really feeling that she's very compassionate. She's fiery. This is a spitfire of a human being. They're very charismatic, and they're with the black cat here. That's an opportunity that back in the day, having a black cat was they were very superstitious. And so she's boldly has her black cat, and she's being very unconventional. And so I'm seeing this person as being kind of very unique and bold, maybe an Aquarian type energy there. But that's that charisma. And there's a choice to be made here. There's definitely that Wands energy of fire. This person is a very passionate person. And same thing, you know, that masculine energy's got a moment of that there's an ending of something. So there's a walking away, you know. When you have the Five of Swords, you know, or it's not playing a game anymore. Maybe it's ending of games. If this masculine energy was kind of known of being a player or something like that, maybe with this offering, maybe it's time to think about something a little bit more serious. So let's go into the connection a little bit more and see what messages are for the you there. I am seeing with this Eight of Cups, because you can see there's I feel like this is an eclipse in here. So it's time to almost like let the world stand still and really observe and take a look at this and see what you're creating and walk away what's no longer serving you. Right there. Yeah, King of Pentacles, beautiful energy. So these are definitely not just, this is something that's going to happen in the 3D. It's not going to stay here in beautiful 5D land. This is something that will be tangible. These are things moving towards you in love. And I'm seeing that there's just a lot of beauty here, a lot of stability with this King of Swords energy, King of Wands energy, Queen of Wands energy. Like, you've got a good match, a good pairing here. Ace of Pentacles right here, new beginnings. And so you've definitely, this energy here is really beautiful. It could be a twin flame match. So what I'm hearing is to just communicate, be bold and ready to be vulnerable, risk. What's coming from the masculine energy is travel, romance, and potential. So I always say that, and in my own experiences, is that love does not get created in the future, and it doesn't get created in the past. It gets created in being in the moment. And so with this pentacle here, I'm really feeling that be in the moment with this person. Stop asking where it's going. Now, yes, there is a time for that. And if it is your time and you're going on a couple years and you're like, okay, where is this? Where are we going? That's a good question at that time. But at the beginning, when you planted these beautiful seeds of love, you get to let them be. You get to let them be in the ground and be in the moment with this person and have fun. And because fun is, and joy is one of those things, that's the fertilizer of these love seeds. And if you've moved away from that and you've been in relationship, get back to the fun. That's where you grow. Find laughter again. That is a very important thing, but being in the moment. And because the heart can not be in the past and the heart cannot be in the future. The heart is only right here. It only knows in this moment. And so don't rush things. I'm hearing just stay with communication, be in the moment. I'm feeling that this connection on its higher self, there's a lot of whispers to the heart. This is really beautiful. There's a lot of really pretty blue energy here. So I'm also seeing that throat chakra with that communication. I'm seeing purple hues for that third eye. So have your knowing, and then go into here and feel that yummy family feeling and stay with that, because this is really beautiful. So group number 4, I hope you loved your reading, and if any of the other ones, of course, resonate with you or you're drawn to them for something, there might be a message in there for you. So thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.